Match number 3, and now it's a right arm, 77 kilo, and we're calling out. He's a multiple national champion, Asian champion, Arnold Classic Australia champ, ranked first in Southeast Asia. Welcome, here is the godfather of Singapore, Valen Low! Fought kickboxing and racing motocross as a kid. His coach is 7-time world champion Chad Silvers. Welcome, Caroline Killer Hunter Noffz!
All right, here we go. Listen, I hate the whole fact that everyone says Travis. All you do is root on the Americans. I will try my best, but ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake about it. This guy is the real deal when it comes to the American illusion. The illusion that we could have a lightweight champion of the world. Hunter Noffz, the weight of South Carolina and the entire United States of America, needs to see you be super duper dominant.
Well, Travis, I'm going to say that the competition between these two men, I feel, started early with the entrance track. And I'm going to be honest with you, I thought Valen Low had it completely secured until Hunter Noffz, the second line of his song, just made me think that this is going to be tighter than I thought. Here we go, Noffz in black. Valen Low, the Singaporean athlete, is in white. Man who's tested himself in the World Arm Wrestling Federation, but he was testing his own hit there against Hunter Noffz, and he bounced off a wall. That was rock strong from Noffz. Hunter's got some horsepower.
And not only horsepower, but let's put another adjective in front of that. Ignorant horsepower. Did you see his face? Look at his posture.
Ignorant.
The shoulders over top the hips, leaning on the table. He thinks he's way stronger than Valen. We're about to see. The grip of Valen's super high.
Big drive there, and he attacks again, but Valen Low had him baited, and he starts to attack the hand and wrist, and the man from Singapore feels like he's got a bite in this match. You told me a moment ago, ignorant power on Hunter Noffz, and I've got to agree, it looked like the kind of top end that can't spell egg. But to be perfectly honest, mate, you can get carried away with that, you can get overconfident with that, and it may be that Hunter did so in that first start. Let's see what he's got.
Nothing more uncomfortable than being perceived the bigger, stronger man, and then early complaining about the height of your opponent. Hunter Noff's got to be real careful. There it is, though. My goodness, he had me worried there after that round one. It seemed like Valen had a great finger positioning on that first round. A little bit better there. Hunter Noffz now putting in the horsepower, and there you've seen it. How aggressive can a guy be? And listen, super fun to watch this guy operate. Does it with a little bit of redneck hillbilly swag is what he told me he likes to call it.
Absolutely love the guy. Hunter Noffz is everything good about arm wrestling. This guy is up for it. He will pull anyone, anywhere. He's brutally strong and supremely confident. He's more full of himself than most guys in the game, and he's happy to go up there, throw down a double bicep and take it straight to you. And as I said on that second start there, I think it was more his overconfidence than anything else. You can sometimes feel, oh, I got this thing won. You take a couple of subconscious steps down, and suddenly you find yourself in a match. And I think it's important for Hunter to just maintain that focus throughout this match and assert his dominance, because he's going to be pulling twice tonight. He's got a match lined up on the other arm with Mindaugas Terasaitis, who is, without question, a step up in level.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, Mindaugas and Hunter, but let's be more honest. We would like for both of them to get there in dominant fashion from their matches earlier. That first round was a little worried. I saw a lot of ignorant side pressure going straight sideways. Even before the straps got, or the very first start, it was even towards Valen's side with the side pressure. That confidence made Hunter kind of go straight sideways, and then we saw the third start, him also take the match on his side of the table as well. Let's see if we can get more of that from Hunter Noffz. But listen, the United States of America, we're not looking for Hunter to win. We are looking for him to be absolutely amazing on the table, and from a fan standpoint, we want to believe in this young man.
Here we go. Valen Low, the signature arm wrestler of Southeast Asia, but he's been soaked into that hook again, and it is Hunter Noffz with the win. And Hunter looking super dominant there. Everything you wanted him to deliver, Travis Pageant, he is doing so.
And there's a little more patience. Definitely a lot more patience on the start. Let's Valen Low kind of initiate the power, but then look how curled in. You see the pushing and the pulling there. Hunter Noffz definitely putting on a show. I wish that that first round hadn't been stopped there for that long, because then it would be the fanship. I mean, the bandwagon is fully loaded here for Hunter Noffz.
In his corner there, Chad Silvers.
See, Chad definitely stopped lifting weights, as you could clearly see in that clip.
Looked like he's won his battle with anorexia. Some serious weight back on there, Chad Silvers. And Valen Low in the corner now of the Singaporean. There's going to be some nerves. This guy is really up against it. He's struggling to find space, struggling to make any room in which to move, because Hunter Noffz has been a bully up there. He's really taking this match to Valen, closing down that space, and very intelligent arm wrestler, Valen Low, very experienced arm wrestler. He's flown under the radar for many years, but this kid can arm wrestle. He can do it.
Yeah, and showed it in that first round. There's no doubt about it. Now, here's the deal. You want the last round to be the hardest and the most successful that you can do, not the first round. Valen Low definitely has to reach deep into those tool bag and see if there's any way that he can get the hand and wrist to stay straight, because right now you can see it's going pronated immediately.
Big drive again off the start from Noffz, but this time the timing was greatly improved by Valen Low, and he had that pronator engaged much more severely there. Little bite, little chink of daylight there. Surely he can't pull a Joseph Moranto and get this thing out of the fire. Hunter Noffz, one pin away from a dominant victory here. Valen Low, last bullet, but it's Noffz with a elbow foul. I thought, oh! It's the pin for Valen Low, not in the fashion that he would have wanted. You can see what Hunter Noffz thinks about that. He's like, let's go again. Feels like he made an error. Can't wait to get back up there and correct it.
Yeah, super irritated about that round 3 loss. But hey, it's just showing you right now the competition up here is good. That elbow is coming off the front, and it's coming off because Valen feels the sense of urgency. His timing is on point. And the fact that Hunter just can't go, he needs Valen to initiate that side pressure so that he can turn that thing in a hook. I'd like to see that a little closer, but hey, the referees are extremely high level, so we'll take their word for it. Two elbow fouls coming off the front.
It did appear like Hunter may have had a little jump start there as well. Looked like he was off before the hand cleared, but didn't make any difference. It's immaterial. He got the loss on fouls there, and chink of daylight for Valen. But you wonder whether the display we saw there from Hunter Noffz is just an indication that he feels like it was my error, I can correct it, and I'm about to.
Yeah, kind of irritated. Here's the problem. Hunter Noffz is not as dominant in this match that he wants to be. And all that shows you is that this guy has just been absolutely killing people. Arm wrestling the entire 3, 4, 5 rounds in under 3 or 4 seconds. He's been really hard to stop the momentum. And you can see he's disgusted that even in any of that first round happened, and definitely with these 2 fouls. Let's take a look. Valen has to stay aggressive. The timing has to be on point. The arm strength seems to be the problem. He has to not make that the final judgment.
No.
Here we
Hold
go.
it. Move it.
Valen
Warning. Hold your shoulder still.
needs to secure something here. No more opportunity for errors from the man from Singapore.
Go.
Better, way better from Valen. And again, he forces that elbow infringement on Hunter Noffz. Now that time it looked like Noffz missed that by a mile.
Yeah, no doubt. And I had my eyes firmly planted on that elbow of Hunter Noffz. And you can see right before they set the second hand, the elbow's almost off at that point. You'll see it start to creep now. Watch as the hands come out.
And again, that was a big pop. And that's a huge pop from Noffz. Was up 1.5 inches at least.
And listen, you can see the facial expressions from Hunter, acting like you gotta be kidding. But listen, this is all Valen causing this. He understands that now the leaning forward, the hook has to be applied. And listen, if you have to do it, your opponent recognizes it as well. There's a lot of good stuff here from Valen. The elbow is way off the pad here. It's not really that close. And let's be honest, that elbow is stopping that match right there in the middle. So it's a great call from the refs.
It really was. There's no doubt about it. And the thing is, as you said a moment ago, Hunter giving himself no margin for error. I mean, he couldn't be closer to the front of the pad. He's right on that ragged edge at the front of the elbow pad there. Valen very aware of that. Robert Cornett was all over it. And Valen on that initial bump, he's just looking to initiate more side. And as soon as he did so, popped Hunter right up in the air. And suddenly, in pretty non-dramatic circumstances, we're at 2-2, Travis.
Yeah, this would be a tough loss for Hunter here if it were to happen. But listen, there's no information that he's not awarded. If he's down there in that Chad Silver camp, he understands more than anything that fouls are a part of the sport. Chad was amazing at holding on to those hands, causing those elbow fouls from the likes of Justin Bishop and Craig Touye for years. Hunter Noffz is getting his elbow taken off of that pad by Valen.
Open.
Make no mistake about it.
Elbow down.
And I feel like Valen has competed better when he's on this side of the table throughout this evening. So a little bit riskier now for Hunter Noffz. Needs to get his timing down, needs to secure that elbow, keep it nailed down.
One warning.
Valen with a warning. This time.
And then it seems too like if you're Hunter's coach, it's simple. Hey, keep your elbow on there, but it's not that easy. He plants that elbow down there, and all of a sudden that wrist curl's not as substantial. And now, hand to hand with the wrist straight, Valen's got a lot of arm wrestling there. This is gonna be a good match. Watch for the elbow. We will not be able to see it on this side as well. The head ref will be in charge of seeing Hunter's elbow come off the front of there. Let's take a look. This is a good spot for Hunter to maybe get a small little pop and get a call.
Big drive straight off the centre from Hunter Noffz, and he secures position, but Valen Low hung his pronator but doesn't have the horsepower to prevent the inevitable when it gets arm on arm, and the confidence of Hunter Noffz pays off. The nerve is held, and he delivers on what he said he would do. Travis Bajan, big win there for the United States of America. We'll see it on the replay.
Keeps the dream alive here, Hunter Noffz. A huge surge there, and once he had it planted, you feel that he is actually the stronger man. One surge here and there, we see it.
Yeah, they stopped that
my
that time.
goodness, listen.
One
One of them glad it was called in Hunter Noffz, but my goodness, that was close. Valen Low is a 100% serious competitor here at the 165. We will see him again, but the bright lights are here. Hunter Noffz is on the main stage. Let's hear what the champ has to say.
I'm just going to give this a second to...
Okay, yeah. Oh, good, yeah, just getting warmed up.
There we go. Come right up here, right to the front with me. I spoke to a lot of people at this event, and you were probably the most confident out of all of them. However, Valen did slow you down a little bit at the end there. Did this go exactly as you imagined, or did he just surprise you a little bit with his strength?
I mean, at the end of the day, I never overlook anybody. You know, how I carry myself into a competition is just the mindset I have to be in to compete at my best level. You know, have some elbow fouls or whatever. It makes it more of a match. But this is only the beginning. I got one more young man to take care of. This is only my warm-up, so I got some blood in my arm. I'm ready to rock and roll now.
We love to hear that. Travis Bajan said you could be North America's representative at this weight class. That's a lot of load to carry on your shoulders. Could you be that guy?
Listen, pressure busts pipes, but it also makes diamonds, and I love diamonds.
Pressure makes diamonds. All right, before we send you off here, give us a name. Who have you been eyeing for your next match here at East vs. West?
I mean, like I said before, Ingen's the man. He's what sets his matches. He knows all he got to do is hit my number and call me, and I never turn down anything.
And that's that confidence I was telling you about. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Come on. Woo! Let's go.